Is that a cake on the screen?
It's a pie, Shayla.
I can see this.
Hey, lovely.
Hello, man. This is really cool.
Okay. Now, I can go. Oh, that hurt. So, my children want to eat noodles on string. The oldest wants to do the hot noodles again. My youngest likes these black bean noodles. And then I'm going to have hot noodles also. So my oldest is going to have the original one-time spicy. And then she's also going to have these sesame flavored ramen. It comes with an egg pack. Hey, Ryan.
Hi.
And so she's going to have both of these together.
Yeah, so some cheese.
And then I'm going to have the stew, the spicy stew. And then I saw this, it says spicy noodle stew with pork bone and potato flavor. So I'm going to have these two put together. And then me and the youngest are also going to put some turkey in ours. And then I'm going to put some egg in mine. Hey, Blackstorm, you don't want to? You said yes, but you don't have to have any. You did say yes.
Right. Everything. You watch our YouTube channel?
I don't think so.
What are you doing?
Well, I don't with my son.
So I'm going to do...
No, it's mine.
Hey, stop it. Give it back.
Don't do that.
I'm doing one thing of thank you, lovely. I'm doing each of our noodles separately because we're all eating them different. So I'm gonna do the youngest first. I'm gonna cut up this meat while I'm waiting on noodles. My blender. That's my blender carafe.
I mean, if you break the blender, she will break us. I don't know what that means.
It means don't break my blender.
Baby alive for $10. That's
a cheap baby alive.
It is
Black Friday. Baby alive for $10.
nice.
It's a great deal. But it says buy 2 baby alives for the same price, but get 1 free. It's still the same. Because
No, you'd be getting half price
bunch of money.
But you still be getting
What
half
about
price.
buy one get one free?
That's what that means. You're getting half price.
Buy one get one free.
Yeah, we're using chopsticks. I've used chopsticks since I was a kid.
Very easy to
I need these ones, but they can't use these.
Okay.
It's too hot. They get too hot. And I don't know.
I have created a nose.
No. Yeah, I can actually make a print on my nose.
Can you put the turkey back in the freezer?
Yes.
You sure?
Yes.
Let me see. That works. Like,
People always say that turkey is dry, not if you cook it correctly. People cook stuff dry because they don't do it right. They make it dry. Hey, no more boots. Thank you. Have a good day.
What's the juiciest part of the turkey?
The thigh or the wing. Dark meat is always the juiciest part. The breast is the driest part. The none of your turkey has to be dry if you cook it correctly.
but what's the best?
Your mom looks like a bubble. You just ruined it.
Now see if I can.
I have to restrict it.
I gotta do this. Like a big one.
They're playing with slime.
I bought a slime alone.
This is
You did not buy it.
You gave it to her and told her it was for her.
totally
Therefore, it should be hers. So
No.
it's Papa's thing for y'all.
No.
That's you and Papa's toy.
It's not a toy.
Okay.
It's for measuring.
So you supposedly
still.
bought that for your sister. It's supposed to be for her.
Even if
And you bought yourself a
it,
purple one.
Yes,
Stop it.
Here.
Because if that's the case, all the stuff I bought for you is mine. Give it back.
Yeah. Give mommy back the bed. Give mommy back the TV. But it's not mine.
No TV in your room anymore.
It's not. I thought that one was
Copy.
Oh, so that. So that one is yours.
Oh no, we did move because you broke y'all's TV.
Yeah.
So that's TV.
And give mommy back all the toys. How about
Give me back my food.
We can't give you back.
Give me back my you.
I can't
We
get
can't give you back our soul.
Oh, what's your soul? Your soul didn't never belong to me. I made your body.
Well, we
Your
can't
soul
give
belongs to God.
your body.
Hey, Edward. Hey, J. Kurt. Hey, Dane.
Hi. You can't like this. And then keep stopping so it will go there. That's it. You stopping? Should we stop it? Stretch it. Stop. Stretch.
I'm supposed to put this whole packet into the water. Hey, Hash.
And then you give some more. And then stretch it down. Stop.
Thank you, Hash.
Really? you on?
Hey, let's
That's
talk
what's
about the
You know
time.
yours has been running.
The time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to make
Thank you.
a very purple pen. A very tasty. Like me.
Hash says that y'all are beautiful.
Thank you.
I sleep at the wall where you
Hey,
don't
Sister
touch
D.
it over.
We good.
Dude, why don't you look up the sky?
She's looking for the magical yum yum fairy.
Now she's looking at you.
I didn't do it.
Didn't do what?
I didn't do it. What?
Maybe she said that you came
She
and
heard
took
me
away
say
all
yum
of
yums. She heard me say yum yums.
Maybe
What?
she thinks that you came and stole all of her yum yums. So she's like, I know you
What?
did it. I know you came and stole the yum yums. No one else did it except for you. I saw you. I know you do it.
You eat it.
Yeah, you ate it all. Yum yum. Yum yum. Yum yum. Yum yum.
What?
Yum
How
yum.
you look at me?
Yum yum. Yum yum. They're all excited.
Guinea pigs. Guinea pigs over there begging.
As soon as you have yum yums, give us the yum yums. I didn't know.
Trill Sazon said.
I didn't know what the guinea pigs. I didn't know that the
Those are
guinea
guinea
pigs knew
pigs.
what yum yums mean. Why does these people ain't always call them cats?
So she says they're big and fluffy.
Not all cats are fluffy.
Barbie's guinea pig, you know, had this short, straight hair. I think she has a fluffy one now, though. She got a second one. I can't remember if she was fluffy or not.
Is this really a possibility?
That's what I said. Now she has two. She has a second one now.
I'm happy that she has another one to keep the other one coming.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't they say the guinea pigs are the happiest when there's more than one pig?
Because they're pet
She
animals.
has
I think we
three.
should have got 3 of them so they wouldn't be over there fighting about which one was the boss.
Then all 3 of them would fight about who's the boss.
No, because I think the other one was the boss. That's why they were
They still would do it. Thank you,
She has
Hash.
that other one that looks like Snicker Noodle.
We're good with the 2 that we
Yes,
have.
and today the other one, chocolate chip.
No! Does that look like chocolate chip to you?
No,
And
but
that's
the one
not
that
a
was in the
cookie.
store. That
Chocolate chip is a cookie. What you talking about?
Chocolate chip.
Chocolate chip is a cookie. Chocolate chip cookies.
She just said chocolate chip, not chocolate chip cookies.
Well, we don't call snickerdoodle cookies, and we don't call
Yeah.
Oreo cookies. They just are.
Chocolate chips.
Do you want me to add some seasonings to this?
Yum yum.
Yum yum.
She's excited.
Yum.
Okay. You want soy sauce added to this?
No, thank you.
Look at Oreo.
Yum yum. This is cute.
Look at her. She's looking for him. She's like,
So
"What is
again,
that?"
Shaylin has the black bean noodles. She has the jajangmyeon. She likes it. After she tasted it the first time, she's been eating it ever since. Hold this for me for a second, man.
This?
Hey!
That's a little bit of noodles.
A little bit of noodles. What you mean? Please don't kick my leg.
Okay. My favorite troll character is
Poppy.
Poppy and
Hey, Cocoa Powder. Hey. Oh, hey, Lily.
no, that diamond.
Hey, Gina. Hey, Karen.
The weird one.
No, he sings. I like him.
She's also weird.
No, it's not. He
Put your
just
leaves
doesn't
so you
wear
can hold it. So
clothes.
you hold it together with your knees. There you go.
He just
So
doesn't
then
wear
still.
clothes. Most of
And he
it,
farts out glitter.
that's not weird. It's cute.
Who do you know farts out glitter?
Please don't let this slide toward me. Hold it so it's sitting up straight. Please.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can. You're the one keep moving your legs to change it. It was straight when I first got there.
Look, Larry. Another wubba.
Bubble, bubble.
Pop.
All right. Now I'll make rounds. You want me to do both noodles at the same time?
Yeah.
Okay. You want a lot of sauce or a little sauce?
No little sauce.
You know the less sauce you have, the hotter it's going to be.
The less sauce, the more hot.
I'm talking about the water. I'm talking about for you to have juice in there. Instead of it all sticking to your noodles. Do you want me to put extra water in there or no?
No.
Mm. No, but she wants to try and eat all her noodles this time. She hasn't been eating the noodles.
Maybe
This is dinner.
Well, I'm gonna put cheese in them.
You put cheese in them every time. You still don't finish them.
And this time I'm gonna put even more.
We don't have that much cheese.
Yeah.
You've been putting almost whole blocks of Velveeta in there, and you still couldn't eat them. So
It wasn't
just
a full
saying.
block. Probably.
it was a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Shayla, watch the bowl. Dang, this thing doesn't want to open.
Stop.
Quick, eat your food. Say your grace and eat your food. Okay, so she's gonna have, like I said, the one-time hot, and then she's gonna add these sesame flavor in there too. And the sesame flavor, it comes with some scrambled eggs, a block of scrambled eggs, and then the soup package, and then oil, which I never put the oil in mine. Do you want the oil in yours?
With the oil looped in the hot.
No. It's a flavored oil. It's sesame oil, so it'll just make it. Oh, actually, it's red pepper. It'll make it more hot because it's red pepper oil and sesame oil and soybean oil, so it's gonna have more hotness to it. Usually, the ones that I get, they have. It's just like a burnt sesame oil. I don't like that. I don't like burnt cheese. The cheese is right here. That's what you were talking about? Yeah, it's right here. Sit down, please.
Hey, there's a different package up there. Packet some of the cheese out of that.
Yeah, if you want to. Please don't knock that stuff down that I have over there. I'm covering up all the junk. That's why I had y'all walk this way. I've had them all. I've had the 2 times. I ate the mala noodles. To me, the hottest, I had the volcano noodles. Can you move your chopstick? I had the volcano noodles. The volcanoes to me really weren't as spicy as any of them. The hottest to me was the mala. Those ones had me rocking.
I wanted to try that, but I tried it. It's like,
Okay, so here's hers. Because the malas, like, they have something in them that, like...
These are mine. I thought that the bowl.
Oh, yeah, this was mine. I'm sorry. Yeah, this is yours. Open the wrong one. Well, it's the same thing, though. It's the same noodles. Oh, but mine is stew. I got the stew version of the hot. Hey, Angel.
and I think he's bubbling up all of the spices around.
I don't think I have any more green onions in the freezer. If I did, I would add some of those too. But I'm going to add egg to mine and turkey. Like I said, this is dinner. Okay, so here's hers. She's got the little, it's like seaweed and sesame seeds or something in that. And then the hot package. And then the noodles. And then mine are the stew. I like these. I like the stew ones. They're really good. Hey, Tara. And then this is one that I haven't tried before, but it was spicy noodle stew with pork bones and potato flavor. It just sounded good, so I'm going to add that to mine. Can you look on the, since you're getting up, can you look on the table and see if there's still a lemon on the table? I think I still have a lemon. All right, and then she wants to use the cheese packet from these because these are all broken up, so that's why we bought more noodles, and then they didn't have any individual packets of these. So we'll use the cheese packet out of here for hers. I know she's not going to use that, but you take the cheese packet out already, Rayon?
It's behind that stuff.
Thank you. And I'll put some lemon juice in mine. So let's see what's in this one. You got the soup base. You got the flakes. And then sauce. I guess this is the hot sauce. And then just noodles. That's all that's in there. So if y'all can see, she's tearing up these noodles. I don't like them that point. I overcook my noodles though. I like my noodles more well done. No, not really. All right, so we put hers in here. Here's her seaweed one. Okay, there's nothing left in there but that oil. She doesn't want the oil. And then her the other ones.
What's those two?
Seaweed packets. But that, the yellow one's the egg.
Yeah, did you put the squirts that go in the water in here?
Yeah. Okay, so I need to go ahead and put her egg block in there. And look, it's like a seasoned egg block. It's got seasonings in there. It smells good too. And then the soup packet from the sesame flavor goes in the water. You don't eat these yum yums.
Slippery little said, oh really? Throw it in the cage now and we'll see. Put it in the cage on here. We'll see what I do in them. Not to do.
Black pepper, red pepper. So these are spicy noodles too. They're not extremely spicy, but they're spicy. All right, so she finished hers. She ate up all those noodles. It looks carbonated.
It looks like that. You already ate all the noodles.
You know she loves noodles.
I'm so hungry.
No, she's not gonna drink the broth.
Oh. If she's eating the yum, you don't have yum in there. Just knocked it on the left.
Knocked out what, all of what?
You knocked the whole head out of the yum. They done knocked it all out of it.
Well, they pulled out what was loose, and the little small pieces are what just gonna fall out. All right. You got your laptop sitting on a tray, or you got it on a blanket? You put it on a blanket, that's a no-no. Because it can't breathe. Hey, DC and Lisa.
Hello, DC.
Lisa and Miss DC. You want seasoning in yours?
Yes.
Me and her are eating 2 apiece. The baby had 1.
Oh, my slime is gone.
Did you fling it?
Oh, there it is.
Hello, Elena.
I got it.
You want soy sauce?
We were millionaires. Yeah.
We be millionaires.
That's it.
But we live in one of the big houses in Nichols Hills.
Why would I have to go to Nichols Hills? You can build your house wherever you want. Told you that's just the name of the city. There's poor people over there too. It doesn't mean anything.
You can be here. You don't have to be in Nichols.
I said Nichols Hills Public School.
It's not horrible.
But it doesn't mean it's better than anything around. Told you titles mean nothing. We had this discussion last night. We know people with money, and none of them live in Nichols Hills. No one could care less about that.
They live in Villa Park.
Do you know how many millionaires there were in Overton in the country?
No.
A lot. And looking at them, you have no clue.
Because they don't waste their money on Gucci and Jordans and Louis Vuitton belts that don't make any sense. And all the Gucci stuff is ugly. To be honest, Gucci has no fashion sense at all.
You haven't seen all the Gucci stuff around. It's just whoever you're looking at have no fashion sense for what they're picking. All right. Now I'll put her stuff in here. I got her flakes.
No, I want. I'm not going to do that. You can break it.
And then her cheese.
You want to do that?
I tried to get her to let me put her some extra juice in here, and she said no, so there's no juice.
You know those spices.
You want all of this?
Mm-mm.
How much?
A little bit.
How much is a little bit?
Just much.
No. That much.
Okay, this is
So she used, I guess, like a quarter of it.
That's it, or just use a bit quarter.
You didn't have anything spicy, so you can leave her alone. Talk about just a little bitty quarter.
How much water did you
If we
put
get 1,000 views and
No,
1 million
water.
likes,
The water cooks
No.
away.
if we get
How
1
many
million
likes
views
you
and
want?
1 million likes, then I just might pour all of it in there next time.
Mm-hmm. All right, let me put her
You're not
cheese in
going to
here.
Hello, Santa.
I'm not Santa. You're Well, Santa doesn't exist. Saint Nicholas exists. Well, he did until he died.
Saint is still a saint. You know, I tell you, spirits don't die, right?
Yeah, because they're already dead.
No,
Dead people.
they're not dead. Spirit is a spirit. People are not people until they are born.
No.
A spirit does not have to be born. All right. And you don't want any meat.
I guess I have a little bit of meat.
Hey.
Okay, well, grab you a little bit of meat and put it in here.
Sit. Now it's your turn.
That looks so good.
Put your one more piece of cheese in there.
Stretch it. Do not break it. No, not so far. Okay.
It's not funny, Dory. Nobody should make fun of anybody, especially not somebody having a seizure. There's nothing funny about that.
Wow, you make fun of someone for having a seizure.
People are idiots.
You want parsley?
And people are jaded. They don't think that things are real anymore. They see so much ridiculous stuff on TV. They don't understand real life.
A boy at school had a seizure and he went to the hospital.
Not funny.
And you used to tell people not to say anything about them, right? Too, didn't you?
Yes.
Because it's not funny. All right.
Shaylin, stop opening my slime.
Just eat your food. All right.
That's the fire. It's just basically that you see it in the next couple of months. He passes them, you play
Blessed all mercy, relationship, and mercy. What? What? I didn't hear what you said. Blessed are the merciful, for they shall obtain mercy.
Let me try and mold it. Is that
Mold it.
spicy? Mold it. It's smooth.
He's already drinking.
If you don't drink, it's in the one bite. Give
They're
her
good though.
105 likes.
They're spicy, but they're good.
I did not mold. I did not mold.
That's nice, Dory. What's her birthstone? Thank you, Karen. It's the stone that marks the month that you're born in. Y'all's is an opal. Here, though. That green stone. It's an opal. It's a white, colorful stone. Hey, you're not ready?
I want to eat that one. Yay! Yeah.
Opal. That's my kid's birthstone. She's born in October.
It's the us. What other people in your family birthdays?
Uncle Willie T's was the same day as it's Rayon's. He's not alive anymore.
Uncle Willie T.
You never met him because he died before you were born. He's one of Granny's brothers. Uncle Billy's oldest brother.
I wonder how many people.
What's T, DC? Can you what? Why are you pointing down there? You're not going to keep sipping tea after you suck on lemon. Just eat the lemon.
Lemon tea.
Your phone typed the tea.
My friend said, somebody asked me, can you fry noodles?
Yes. If they're cooked, frying is cooking.
No, raw noodles without any water.
You don't fry in water, you fry in oil.
You can fry noodles.
Yes.
I want to try fried noodles.
You've had fried noodles.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. When Granny made you Auntie Fee's noodle stuff, that was fried noodles. I made it for you too.
Also, when Granny made that taco pocket thing. You remember that thing that was on that bread that we had shown? You know, with the meat and cheese and stuff? That was good. You remember it?
Remember when Auntie Fee was alive, I made all her stuff all the time, remember? She would tell us what to go cook. She had a heart attack, baby.
You know that if you look Auntie Fee up on Google, she'll appear.
You look anybody up on Google, they don't appear. What you mean?
Not anybody.
If you type my name on Google, you gonna get me
With my
and
name.
other people with my name.
Oh yeah, it'll pop up. It'll say Leilani lives, birth.
It'll also show my YouTube. It'll show my
It'll also
Facebook.
show your husband and stuff.
Of the
I
video.
don't think your daddy shows up.
The one time I did do it, and I went on the people search and my dad didn't show up. It says spouses that listed his name.
I've never found anything with your dad connected to me on it. Papa shows up, Granny shows up, Granny shows up, Grandma Kay will show up. I've never seen your dad pop up
So,
next to my name.
remember Dad's.
I wasn't married to your dad, so his name would not pop up. Period. I've only been married one time, so.
Okay, so you can move
What?
that. It's easy to put on.
A seed went up your nose?
Mhm.
What kind of way are you eating seeds? A weird way to eat a lemon if you're sucking seeds in your nose.
Oh, well,
These noodles are good.
It says flakes, but it also had some powder in there.
I put some more meat in them.
Mhm.
ow.
Watch out, you moving stuff.
I don't know how you can stay.
Huh?
I don't know how you can stay.
Long enough for you to eat all your noodles and Leon working on hers, and I'm still sticking mine.
We started at 4.
4?
So we started at 5.
No, we started 5.
We might start at 6.
No, because it's 6 o'clock now, but we didn't start at 5. It hasn't been an hour. Sun poking through. Where are you, Karen?
Next. 6.
Oh, she's in Southern California.
Of course it's a date. What time is it?
Probably 1 hour later.
No, you're like 4 hours behind us, so
2:02.
2:02. All right. I'm also putting egg in mine. Yeah, she said it's 4. I wasn't right. I'm grabbing on my clothes. I have to sleep in that.
Have you ever tried to take a bath with the noodles?
How do you remove that green?
I just
Yeah.
oh, this is chocolate chip. Really, this is really
Yeah, because you got to stay up late.
that and Papa took us to a game, and we got out
You
at
came
2
back at
o'clock
4
in the
o'clock
morning.
We spent 2 hours out. Not 2 hours. Well, like
No, I'm not even kidding. I'm in my room.
The whole night out.
the game ended at 1 o'clock, and we went back to Granny's at 4.
I was like, oh, I really have to use that. So we know
I
we
was
go.
stunned.
I'm in my room in front of my camera.
You're sitting on your bed.
In front of my webcam. I don't have a camera.
That's a webcam.
Mommy, are we gonna like make YouTube videos and we're at Granny's?
Maybe. My phone, you know my phone doesn't work, so
Yeah.
if I do it, we'll have to take your laptop to do it.
Okay, we'll take Ryan's laptop. Why?
Because the noodles are spicy, but they're also good.
It sounds like
Well, I
it's a
feel like I'm missing my stew packet.
You are not. You just put it in. You put it in already.
I don't feel like I did.
You did. Yeah, you put in the soup. You put in the soup.
I heard you, Shaylin. Please stop.
Anything.
Why? Why would you do that?
What did she do?
Poured all those crumbs all over my bed.
Stacy.
Mhm.
All right, this was the sauce that went with her cheese pack. And this is my stew one.
It's not that spicy anymore.
Isn't it? Isn't the cheese one that like it's hot?
A little bit.
And I just said no.
And she didn't use all the spice packets, so. Hey, sis. Miss Lexi says, hey, y'all. Hey, nieces.
Miss Lexi's intro.
I don't have an intro.
Oh, Miss Lexi.
Hold on, let me finish my noodles.
Okay.
Okay.
Hi, Miss Lexi.
You all right?
Yeah.
My meatloaf, I use ground beef, ground pork, or ground turkey. Can I talk? Ground beef, ground pork, or ground turkey. Wet. I don't want that. I take white bread and I soak it in a can of milk. Whatever seasonings that you like in yours. I use like garlic powder, onion powder, salt, pepper, seasoning salt, Italian spice, Italian blend, seasoned blend, Worcestershire sauce, an egg. Hey Prime, hey Mark. Onion, bell pepper, and celery, which I mince up and saute. Yeah, that's it. I make it, loaf it up, put it in the oven, and bake it till it's done. And then I make a mushroom gravy to go on top of mine. I can't eat tomatoes, so I don't do mine with tomato sauce. But if you like it with tomato sauce, then you can add a can of stewed tomatoes into the mix. I don't do ketchup. That's tomato. You can add a can of stewed tomatoes into the mix. Because y'all like spaghetti. And you can do the ketchup on top, or you can do tomato sauce on top. You can make your own sauce. You can mix up barbecue sauce with a little ketchup, with brown sugar. Please stop.
It's hot.
So drink. So here's mine. Finally got them done. And they want me to do, yeah, it's like putting breadcrumbs in there, but instead of using old dried up breadcrumbs, you want a nice moist meatloaf, because people say some people's meatloaf is dry. No, you use bread and milk. Because I put milk in my meatloaf anyway, so I just pour the milk into the bread, so then the bread expands and soaks up the milk. And then you mix that into your meatloaf, and it gives you a nice, moist meatloaf. He's talking to somebody else, Shane. Okay, they want me to sing Lexi's intro. So before I eat, it's Boss Lady Lexi. Okay. 1 pound at a time. 1 pound at a time. It's her journey. Her weight loss journey. You can do it on that journey. I'm gonna stop singing. 1 pound at a time. 1 pound at a time. I'm done.
No.
Cause she gonna keep screaming craziness. I want to eat my food. Yes, I put everything in.
It's burning around my mouth.
And don't put it around your mouth.
Around your mouth. Don't put it close in the This needs to be soft.
The only thing I don't like about these noodles is seaweed. I don't like seaweed.
Be nice. Yes, be nice.
What you want to do in the normal strain?
Oreo.
And yams.
Snickerdoodle's laying down.
You can't
You fucked with you.
I use the rest of the week.
They got big old pieces of seaweed. This is that other flavor that other type that I bought. Big huge chunks of seaweed.
If Ryan eats this whole thing,
It said bok choy, but
if Ryan eats this whole thing,
That's
give
right.
us 100,000 thumbs up. And if she doesn't,
Still give us 100,000 thumbs up.
no,
what do you mean no?
give us 5,000 thumbs up. That's.
Oh, look at your face.
Aw.
You just missed it. She just made the cutest face in the world.
Certain seaweed, certain sushis they do. I don't get the ones that have seaweed on it if I'm eating it. My kids like seaweed. I don't. That's not a flavor that I like. I don't like seaweed. I don't like cilantro.
Nacho tastes like soup.
Cilantro tastes like soap.
That's what it tastes like to me.
What's that noise?
Mama, can my dad taste?
You can taste, you can't smell.
Anybody say that?
Nope.
Nope, somebody said something.
Like I said, she doesn't like seaweed either.
Mommy, does everyone want to move to America because it's a democracy?
Because there's opportunities to do stuff, make money.
It just got. It's yours.
It's heat, hot, and spicy. I gave my papa some of these stewed ones, and he liked it. He said, "Cause I told him it was really spicy, so I told him to taste it, first." And he told me what he did was he took 1 pack of spicy, and then he made 1 pack of regular ramen noodles and mixed them together. But he liked them. The stewed ones are really good. I wanted to try the curry because I still have not had the curry, but they only had the big 6-pack. But I don't know if I like them, so I don't want a 6-pack.
Let's try it and then the rest if you like it.
But if you don't like it, then you're just stuck with 5 more of something you're not going to eat. That's wasting money. Just wait till I go to the actual Chinese Asian market, go to Chinatown, and see if I can find the stewed in a single pack. What are you doing?
Do they have a Chinatown in Houston?
Yeah, huge shirt over there by where your dad lived.
Yay.
Shayla, stop bumping into me.
Yeah. So cute. I bet people watching this just makes people hungry.
Some people it does. Some people eat with you when you're eating online.
When I watch YouTube videos, I like to have something to eat while watching them.
When you watch Sniper Wolf, you know.
Yes, I do.
You have popcorn.
No, I don't have popcorn.
I want to get out.
Once you get out, don't come back. Because you
Oh,
leave
yeah,
and just
I think
delete
I'm
it. Go. How much did you eat? Go.
I ate half of my noodles.
Yeah.
I don't think that was quite half.
That was not half.
Are you going?
I am. I'm finished.
Sit it right there if you're finished.
No, because then that's what
I know I'm not going to be able to finish mine just because I'm getting full.
Can we eat the brownies?
Yes. Why would we
Not
eat
until I make them.
brownies?
We don't have H Mart here, but we have several other Asian markets. The one that I went to here is right here in my little city. It's a little bitty one. It's a really small one. And I think it was just called Sooner Korean Market or something. It's a little bitty one.
It was original foods thing. Is it?
Yeah, Oriental Food Kmart or something like that.
Maybe?
Oriental Food Mart. It's a little Korean market. What did I tell you? I don't want hair in my food. Go back. Told you once you got up, stay over there.
You have the doodle baby.
I've never tried the probiotic drinks.
You want to come do it, or do you just want to keep just sitting there? You look comfortable.
I do make my own though. I make kefir. I make kefir and then I'll use kefir in my smoothies. Yeah, I'm getting full. She ate about, I say she ate about a fourth of it. I couldn't even play it, Prime. It's a game you can only play with somebody else who already owns the game because it's a trial, but it's a trial that you can't use if you don't know somebody that already owns the game. And there was a lady in my stream and she told me she owned it and she played with me one day, but I haven't played with her yet. But yeah, you can't even play it. And I don't taste. The reason why I got that other one was because it said of the
Mommy, my breast burns.
pork bone and potato flavor. I guess that's the only way you do play is a share play because you have to play with someone else who owns the game already. You can't play. Like it's a trial that you download, but you can't play the trial. But I'm like, what was the point in downloading a trial when you got to play with somebody else who has the game anyway? Because that's just a share play. You got to already know somebody who already has it so you can play.
Hi, I'm just a beanie baby. Beanie brr. Beanie brr. Hi, Oreo.
Yeah, the pork. There was nothing pork tasting about it. It's extremely seaweedy.
Yeah.
Extreme. I mean, there's a lot of seaweed in here. Because the stewed hot noodles, they don't come with that seaweed pack. Like you saw me put a seaweed pack in hers. The stewed ones don't come with that. They don't have all that extra seaweed.
No.
This came out of that pork.
Okay.
And it was supposed to be, what it said was it's supposed to have bok choy and cabbage. Well, bok choy is cabbage, but it's supposed to have regular cabbage and bok choy.
Why they always are so angry?
Because Shaylin is always harassing her. Says potato starch, dried cabbage, dried bok choy, MSG, freeze-dried potatoes, red chili peppers, green onion, garlic,
I just saw her bite.
Hey,
pork bone extract, more red chili pepper,
I got 2 guinea pigs. Yeah,
it does not say seaweed on here anywhere. They don't even list seaweed, and it is full of seaweed.
Maybe it's a scam. Now you're happy? Yeah?
I think they put seaweed in there instead of what they said they were putting in there. Instead of the cabbage and the bok choy, they put in seaweed. But I knew it when I started pouring stuff in there. If y'all notice how I made a face, because it smelled really fishy. And I was like, because nothing about this title should have been fishy. And it was really fishy.
What's this?
What do I was trying to bite me for?
To hang the Christmas wreath on.
You're jealous because I'm putting your
Noodle stew with pork bone and potato flavor. It was seaweed stew with seaweed and seaweed flavor.
Shaylin, she was happy right here. You could have came up with this one.
And it didn't even have any kind of color to it. It was just white and green. It had no color. Here around, fill this up with hot water.
You take care of that baby. If they start screaming, shaking.
That's how much I ate. I didn't like that much.
Nice, baby. Be good. Nice.
Around, take this pot.
Don't eat pizza.
Excuse me.
Right there. Evil. 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 Maybe take this alone. Be nice.
Put them back in their cage. Then they can leave each other alone.
Oh, we just got the too.
Stop harassing those babies. Y'all see on this one, it actually tells you cheese. So you know this is the hot sauce that went with the cheese one. Hi, Think-a-Body. Hi, Think-a-Body.
Okay.
Woo. Here I am.
Is that hot?
No, it's not hot. You see me hold it with my hand. Hi, Think-a-Body.
They can't have lemons.
Thank you. Just not very much.
Yummy. You get yummy.
No.
I don't think they like them though.
We left the rice in the microwave.
I didn't have any juice left for it anyway.
Dang it.
I might eat it later though.
Yay.
Okay, don't rub it on their face.
I wonder where, if our grandparents are going to love to do this. Well, they probably will.
We can take your stinking kids. What are we going
You know Robert's gonna call it a rat.
Why? Okay, he can do it. Get the rat out of my house.
No, he's gonna call it a rat. Look at them rats.
Why?
Take her.
Yeah, she just peed on my bed.
Yeah, he calls everything rats. Everything that's small.
Well, I make scratch banana pudding, so my banana pudding is cooked on the stove out of flour and butter.
Any of that, did you?
But if you mean, do I like it with meringue or not? Because you don't really bake the banana pudding, you just cook the meringue. There's a pea right there. Sometimes I'll do meringue, and sometimes I might put whipped cream on top. But my banana pudding is always scratch. I make a custard out of flour, butter, and canned milk.
Hey, I am Mama. Say hi.
Sugar and vanilla. Hi, Thinkabody. Hi, Thinkabody. Hello. Hello.
If we got a white guinea pig, could we name it Sugar Cookie?
If we had one, we could have named her that, yes, but we're not getting one. We have 2 guinea pigs already.
But
I
get
want
what?
another one.
Another guinea pig.
They're
Yes,
so
get another
cute.
guinea pig. We need one more so they can stop arguing over who's the boss. So we need a bigger one.
No, they're still gonna argue.
No, because then they might declare the bigger one the boss because it's bigger. Right, Yobit? If someone bigger and badder comes and declares the
Say,
spot,
I win.
No, you do not. You're too small. You're
Say,
big.
I win. I always win.
No, you don't.
Oreo, you know one day you're going to have
Mommy
to take
does
the
not
L.
spoil the baby.
Yes, she does. Every time they declare yum yum, she gives them yum yums.
She doesn't want to be upside down.
These babies are spoiled.
No, they aren't. And we aren't spoiled either.
You're scaring her.
Can they have others?
No.
I don't know why I did that.
Thinkabody. She bothering you? But she won't leave me alone. She won't leave me alone.
She has an angry look on her face.
What's this?
She always looks upset.
She's
I'm
just
sorry,
nervous.
Lily.
Shaylin keeps grabbing her. You better put my pen back.
She just sit her there so she'll stop. Shaylin. Just sit her there and pet her softly. Oh, this is the new fashion. See, look at the new skirt fashion. It's the new skirt. It's called the jacket skirt. Skirt.
Can you stop?
It's long and it's easy to zip up. See? The jacket shirt can zip up way up to your stomach. See? Please buy the jacket skirt.
Nobody cares about the jacket skirt.
Your jacket skirt has a hole in the crotch.
We're going to be sewing that up. See? Jacket skirt.
What about the hoodie in the back of your booty?
This, you can take this and you can tuck this in. This is to keep your back from hurting. Yeah, this has like a yeah, it has super styrofoam technology that stops your back problems. So please purchase the jacket. So please purchase the jacket skirt today.
Thank you, Lexa.
Because
She's learned a lot from me about home economics.
Hold on. Come on.
Ooh, it's a yum yum.
Noodle wants to go with me.
you know she just you always stay away. He's like, I don't like that piece.
I'll be screaming in my yum yum.
Stop it, yum yum.
She screamed in my
Yum yum yum. Hey,
I'm screaming at the yum yum.
oh, look at how desperate for that yum yum she is. She's like, give me the yum yum yum. Yum yums. Yum yums. Stop please. Yum yums. Guess it's yum yum time. It's yum 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 time. Yum yum.
What you taking it away for?
It's yum yum time. It's yum yum time. It's yum yum time.
I think both of y'all need to go to bed.
I'm not tired.
Hey, baby.
It's yum yum time. Watch out on them yums.
Cute.
Okay.
They're still babies. They don't know how to chew.
Yes, they do.
They chew just fine.
See, look at
Otherwise,
them.
I wouldn't be buying so much hay.
She's a cute
They
little
eat
chubby
the
cheeks
food
baby.
without chewing.
She also has a big head.
No, she
But
doesn't.
Robert's gonna call them.
Give me one of those
Does this look like a
pumpkin
bouquet?
seeds out of there.
He's gonna say,
Thanks.
"Look at them brats. Look at them."
Let me see what them pumpkin
Does the guinea
seeds.
pig have a big head? Is this like a big T-Rail?
Well, her head is bigger than yours.
No, it is not.
Yes, it is. Kind of.
It's tilted. It's gonna pour out.
Ooh, what's this piece? What is this?
It's the pumpkin seed.
Ooh, yum yum.
How are they eating right through this pumpkin seed? That's a banana.
Let's eat the shot. Let me see. Let me see the stuff.
These.
Yeah.
Let's see what you want. What about the banana? You like the banana?
Nigger,
No.
just ignore
You don't
the
like the
banana
banana?
stuff.
How about the carrot? You like the carrot? Yes.
You're done.
Let's see what you like.
I don't want carrot in my bra. You gonna eat it? No.
She likes the
Oh,
pumpkins.
her, come to me. Hey, she was coming.
Never
You just stopped her.
Yeah,
I
have
got
the
pumpkin in my
pumpkin seed.
No.
They love the pumpkin seeds. Eat the pumpkin seed.
What about pineapple?
Let me see the pineapple. Can humans actually eat that?
What you be turning over the bowl for? Which one of these is the one that you like?
Maybe this.
No, she just spit that back out.
You just spit it.
That's
You
not
were
it
eating
either?
it earlier.
Is it this one?
Really?
Not that one? No?
What about this?
Oh, it's banana. She didn't want the banana either.
What about this?
I don't know what she turns over the bowl for. Sesame seed? I mean, not sesame seeds. Sunflower seed?
What seed is this? Is this another?
Sunflower seeds? No?
What
She
kind-
turns over the whole bowl for something. I don't know what it is that she's looking for.
Here, let's see what they're looking for. There's like nothing in this Here, that is interesting. What are you turning it over for? You're just sniffing. You don't care.
No, not that either.
All of this.
I fixed the hole that's in the crock.
All of this.
How about the papaya?
She's
Little girl.
that.
Come on.
No, that is.
No, not the papaya.
What's the papaya? That piece?
No, it's this. That's papaya.
Eat it. Oh. Try papaya.
Raisin? Or is that cranberry? Cranberry? No? But what are you turning the bowl over for? I have given you everything that I'm finding.
Is there any?
One of these little old seeds. Look like a grain of rice. That's it? Oh, you like the little teeny tiny grains of rice. That's why you turn over the whole food dish.
For the grains of rice, where is it?
I don't know if it's rice or barley or maybe it's barley.
Is that barley? What
She
is
turns
that?
the whole bowl over for these
Ow,
little
ow.
flecks.
Ow, ow, ow. Let me see what it is. That
Hey,
is
Ham.
so little. You just pour the whole thing. Do.
No?
Come
No
here.
more? No more?
I think he's full. See if she likes that.
You knocked it out of my hand.
Is there another? Is there another?
Ow, excuse me. That's only my neck.
These little ones.
You like that one? Yeah, you like it too.
See what she reaches.
You like those little, you little butt. Get on the food.
No, she's in the food. Look at her. She said mine. You said mine.
Okay.
What are you looking for?
She
Get her out of there before she poops.
No poop.
She's gonna poop in the food.
She said that she doesn't care. She should just give her the food. She said that she should have all of it. Why didn't you? Oh, yes, you did. I know you did. Yeah.
It was a little warmer here today than it was yesterday. Shaylin, please stop. You got her throwing food all over the place. Get her out of the food.
Get out.
Yes, come on, baby. Give me a hug, please.
Right. She probably was gonna pee in the food too.
She peed
Well, I
in
told
her.
you to stop.
Don't pee on Mommy's foot.
Find that? Find that?
No.
Find that? Hey, told you I don't want it in there.
Ooh, what's this back piece? What's this?
Sweet potato.
Ooh, did you never try sweet potato?
Is that good? You like the sweet potato? Pretty tasty.
Trying anything else that's it. The baby. Have you tried this? This?
No. It was okay, but you're not interested. That's a carrot.
No. Nah.
Well, you're standing on spinach. You're standing on spinach.
They like this little bitty
Maybe she said ew.
They don't. They like the red leaf lettuce and the chard.
and it's all gone. You can't have that. It's all gone.
Where's Oreo?
Snickerdoodle is in there.
Oh, I got Oreo. Yeah, we're sticking. They put her back in the cage.
Oh, Snickerdoodle?
Shaylin's playing with the food.
I'm looking for the little specks that they like.
I don't want that in there.
Why is
Why do you keep putting that in there?
in your bra? Do we have to take so we're taking their hay. That's a big thing of hay to fit.
I can put some hay in something. I don't have to take
Can we
the
take
whole
the
big
whole thing?
giant bag. I'm taking that. But they eat that every day. They have to take more hay.
I said, are you taking that thing or the ball?
What?
Of course, we're gonna take the ball. You can't take the cage. We gotta go to a temporary cage.
Yeah, how long is that temporary cage going to be? One.
Long enough for them to run around.
Is it going to be like this big? Their cage?
It's going to be 2 squares by 2 squares.
Nice. What are they going to? Why did Brittany and Papa say that we were flying?
Because they said they were going to buy a ticket. I don't think they're going to buy a ticket. We're driving. Push the food all back in the bucket, please. You got to dump it all
Most
over
of the time, well, not most of the time. We always drive.
Mm-hmm.
We never ever fly. I wish I could be in the sky.
Jump anchor in the sky.
Not in the sky. I jump on mommy's bed all the time. I'm not in the sky.
Well,
Rayon's flown before.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I've done everything.
Oh yeah, when I was a baby.
Yeah, we flew up here.
People eat
When we
these.
first met Miss Katie. Yes. Don't eat them out of there, though. In there with hay and stuff.
Yuck. I tasted their hay. It's disgusting.
And Rayon ate some, too. Y'all are weird.
I'm not weird. I'm related to the babies.
You're not really their sister.
I am their sister. I'm their mom too.
No, you're not. You're just their sister.
Well, I am their mom now. They don't live with their actual mother.
God.
I gotta look at her. When I mentioned their mom, she was like, huh? Where is my mom? Why we keep her? I won't my mom. Don't worry, Doodle. You don't have a mother anymore. We are your mothers.
Mommy, how many mothers do the guinea pigs have?
Just like everybody else, one.
You.
No, the person who gave birth to them is mother.
No, you are mother. You got them.
You're their foster mother.
Foxter?
Foster.
Foster.
Yeah, you're their foster mother. Because you adopted them. Guinea pigs, I have something to tell you. You are adopted.
What are you looking for?
They don't know what adopted means.
They probably don't even care. They're like, yeah, so what? We're adopted. Just give us some more yum yums.
What are you looking for? What are you looking for? What? No. Stop. Wait a minute. Ouch.
Yeah.
Say bye-bye. Say bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Aww. They can hear you good as well.
Hi, Yellow. Oh my God, look at her. She looks so annoyed. Stop doing that.
I'm listening to her.
Jalen, you are annoying her. Just sit her down. That's all she wants. Isn't that all you see?
Leave
She
her
told
alone.
me, yeah, she's being mean. What else? She told me that she don't like being set up like that. What else?
Where
What
are
else?
you
What
going?
else?
It's coming back to me because you're scared.
She said that she don't like that. She said that you're scaring her. She's scaring you.
Baby.
I know.
A boy hit
Yo, what's
punch
this?
the
Here, whatever.
teacher in the stomach at lunch.
Well,
Did he get put out of school?
teachers do
No.
be scared of their students.
He should have.
He got
So
sent to
that
the
doesn't
office
surprise
and
me,
that's it.
really.
Oh, he's so cute. I read Papa's book so I don't feel cool for you.
No,
Your
no, it's not. She does. I think he wanted to say, look at them rats.
Granny would say hi. They're cute.
Okay.
He looks so sad.
Ready to go back in your cage?
She said all she wants is some more yum yums.
He doesn't
All I
want
want is yum yum and chill. That is all I ever asked for.
You didn't ask for a home? Aw.
I certainly did, and I was fine in that cage at the pet store. Not even at the pet store. I was fine living with my mom and just eating all day, every day.
That's all you did. You didn't come.
That's all I
Her
did.
nails just got so long. Why is she scratching you? He's like, no, I don't want to
She's
be
like, I want to stay up here.
She's scratching into you. It feels like a pinch, though. No. It hurts. Her foot's are the longest. You have a nail
Ouch.
cutter?
Scratching. That hurts. That hurts.
You have a nail cutter, Mama.
Get out of my drawer.
I'm looking for the nail.
You don't need my nail cutter. Get out of my drawer. Nope. I don't even know what channel Video Game Awards coming. Ow! Shannon, seriously? When you treated her, put her back in the cage. I'm gonna be all kinds of scarred up. Because you keep grabbing her and she keeps trying to run away. See? Stop.
Okay. You okay? There he goes. Let's go see. Let's go see.
Ow!
Done.
Come on. No. She doesn't like that.
You should, so bad.
What? You don't like that? Oh, I'm sorry. One day you will just, and on this, don't worry. The day before Christmas Eve, you'll be sitting in the car for 8 hours, and you won't have to deal with that.
I'll still
have to
take
deal
her
with it.
out.
I want to know it. Mommy,
know.
can I hold Oreo when we're in the car?
And still she has.
You'll have to ask Oreo that.
Oreo, can I hold you when we're in the car?
He says yes.
Oh, she says yes. She's cuddling and giving me kisses. See, she just likes to be sat down.
Yes.
More yes. Oh, that's just very, very nice. Very, very nice. Yes, it is.
Is that tonight?
Oreo says that she
Guinea
wants
pig
me to
food
hold
all
her
over my
so she
bed.
can't be tortured by Shayla.
What's that?
Still on calling?
It's Poppy's phone. Probably beef.
Maybe she called to give you some more recipes.
Unusual recipe.
Who was it?
I don't know. It's not her number. But that doesn't mean it's not her. Because she calls from different numbers. But she knows I'm not the answer.
She didn't get her.
Put her in the cage.
No pee-pee, no pee-pee. She peed through you. You always wish
I told y'all to put her back in the cage. Instead, y'all want to be
No.
hard-headed. Really?
I want to leave. I picked up to her and then I hung up. I'm like, I don't care. Puppy's phone is heavy.
Yeah, probably got a brick.
From phone number 880
That's B.
It was her.
received November 28th at 11:35 a.m. This is the Go debit card program. A deposit has been made to your debit card account. If you are enrolled in deposit transfer to your bank account, allow
that
you
was-
business days for your message erased. Next message.
I guess that's probably
From
Social Security, but he shouldn't be getting no deposits.
553927747. Received November 29th at 10:29 a.m.
Breathing.
You don't hear any breathing.
Message erased. Next message from phone number 40. December 3rd at 8:57 a.m. Good morning, Leilani. It's me, Tony's friend. It's about 9 o'clock on Monday, December 3rd. Just hoping and praying everything's going good with y'all, too. I'll call you another time, honey. Have a blessed day.
She ain't had much to say that time.
Next message from phone number 4. Received December 4th at 9:24 a.m. Good morning, Leilani. This is B. Tony's
Hey,
friend.
Queen.
I left a message for you the other day, and yesterday when I was out, I got a call. I couldn't understand the message, but I see words. This number, Tony.
No, you didn't.
Anyway, sweetheart, I was just calling to say howdy. Hope you're doing all right.
You get no calls from this number.
Hopefully. Love you. Bye, sweetheart. Message erased. Next message from phone number 8.
That's the phone company.
December 5th at 10:49 a.m.
Live on YouTube and Twitch, Twitter, and Facebook. When? When, Prime? She's put it in the cabinet in the hallway. Phone company calls and says nothing.
Message erased.
Okay, Ham, take care.
From phone number 4054. Number 6 at 6:54 p.m.
Hey, Big Tony. Next door neighbor over here on 19th Street. Night. Give me that. See how you doing? 405.
There's somebody else that doesn't know he's gone.
4 what? Night. Next door neighbor. On 19th Street.
That's my next door, boo. That's the street behind.
To replay, press 4. To erase, press 7. To return this call, message erased. First saved message from
Tonight?
Why
are you trying to take this phone?
That's a heavy phone.
There's one person I need to call to let them know he's passed. No, girl, you don't have pants on. She scratched the crap out of me.
And right here. Does that hurt? That hurts.
It stings.
Put some medicine.
And that's what I do. My father died in August 30th.
You still have this somewhere.
No, it's a Bentley. Oh, it's a car.
Yeah, it's a type of car.
And what are you doing?
A very expensive car.
I grew
If
up,
I
I
had
want
to
a
get
golden
this-
Mustang. Not a real gold one, though,
It costs way more than a Mustang.
because gold rocks.
Bentleys are like $100,000 cars. Cost way more than a Mustang. You weren't even listening to what I said.
Yeah, you said it was $1,000.
No, ma'am. I said 100,000.
Yay!
Way more than a Mustang.
Oh,
How much would a Mustang cost?
20,000, maybe up to 30,000, depending on all the perks you put on it.
what
Nowhere near a Bentley.
if you put like?
It still would be nowhere near a Bentley.
Would you put
A Mustang is a Ford. It's gonna cost you Ford money. A Bentley is a Bentley. It's gonna cost you Bentley money.
And Bentley money is a lot of
What you mean, can't I see you? I've been talking to you.
Maybe they want to come to your house
Hey,
and
Frederick.
talk to you in person.
Okay.
Hello, who are you?
Put the yum yums back away
Can I have one of the guinea
and give
pigs?
them some
I'll pay you $20,000.
hay in the ball.
I don't think they want any hay in the ball.
Yeah, they do. That's why they keep eating it. Yeah, put this back in there and get the fluff out. What you doing?
Oreo, don't dump this
Okay,
over
be
no
careful.
more.
Look at what you're doing. Let me see.
You're good, baby.
This is how big the hay is. For two tiny little guinea pigs. This is the hay.
That would be an understandable amount.
This is the hay.
This is a ball that they keep knocking out of food.
Yeah, this is their hay ball. Let me see. Give it. Just get it here. I'll do it. Give me the whole bag.
When I grow up, I'm either going to be to California or Houston.
Houston.
Why? Why not New York? You're just picking places.
New York is a small town.
New York is the Big Apple. That's the biggest city, period. Like New York is like big city. That's the Big
A
Apple.
whole bunch of
I still don't
more.
want to go
Why?
because this person, they went to New York and they said the people is mean.
People can be mean wherever you go.
People are mean here.
Here they open doors for people. People are polite here.
This is the country, girl. They're not gonna do that in California. Unless you're some famous person they want to open the door for. That's not
Why you think
Here at the store, they open the door. So you in Houston, they open the doors. They do that everywhere. In New
I
York,
think Black Storm left
This
us.
person
Is she
said-
still here?
then they be hollering at everybody. And let
Ain't
go.
nobody hollering at everybody in New York.
And also, I don't want to live like in a smushed up together house with people.
This is
No,
not
there's parts of New York where you don't have to do that. You can get a regular house. It's just out in the suburbs. It's not in the big city.
Ooh. I'm gonna put them on. I do need to travel.
I want to live wherever I want to.
I want to live
I might move to Mars. Then what you gonna do?
You can't go to Mars.
No one can live there.
You can't tell me where I can go or not.
Then go
I
ahead and
decide
go
to move to Mars. I'm gonna move to Mars.
You'll die. Go ahead and move.
I didn't say I wasn't gonna take oxygen with me.
Take oxygen with you. Actually,
You can't tell me what I can't do. I am me.
Yeah, but what happens when you run out of it?
Get some more.
We're gonna send it to you.
Order it on Amazon. I don't need you to send me nothing.
They don't have internet on Mars.
You don't know what they have.
You don't know what they have either.
You don't know what
What
they
if they
have.
don't have anything except
I'm
for
telling you what I can do. They don't have nothing to do with what you trying to tell me what I can do.
Yum, 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 yum. Yum, yum. Yum, 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 yum.
Hush.
Yum, yum.
Mommy, this piece looks like it's just little bitty pieces of dots.
A piece of date is little pieces of dots.
No, this piece is like little bitty pieces.
Mommy, is it 50 of these?
Huh?
Is it 50 of these?
50 is a
50 is
number.
an F.
I'm just wondering if it's still a D or if it's a.
A D is 70.
I thought that a 70 was a C.
75 is a C.
No, but every teacher I ever had, they told me that a 70 was a C.
No, 70 is a D.
Is the 60 a C? Not a
60
C,
is
but
an F.
Oh.
70 to 74 is a D. 75 through 79 is a C.
Where are you going to put the money?
Stop! Shaylin. No. And do it on the
Here,
ground.
put the hay
No,
back.
I didn't.
Yes, you did.
I didn't.
People that throw tablets on the ground and get to play on them.
Well, you should not be able to play with that tablet. You should give it back to me because you sure put a tablet on the ground and walked on it.
No, I didn't. When?
The first tablet I bought you, what'd you do?
That was when I was younger.
I don't care. She's younger. You just said people who put tablets on the ground should not use tablets. So give it here.
No, well,
Because you are a people who put the tablet on the
wait.
ground
No, I
and
said you
stood on it.
Throw it on the ground. I didn't throw it.
You said put.
No.
Yes.
And yesterday she threw it at the wall and it hit the ground. Yes, you did. And then when I asked you why, you told me, well, you told me to put it down. And apparently putting it down was doing this.
Y'all finna go away and stop bothering me. I don't want to listen to that. You better leave my PlayStation alone.
Now she's getting exactly what she asked for. Yum, yum, and chill.
No, I got too much yum yum and chill in my bed.
Yes, I'm living the life. This is all I've ever asked for.
Living my life like it's golden. 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 Golden.
How do you live your life like it's golden?
Living my life like it's golden. You didn't bring me a bowl.
I did. Right there.
Oh. Well, bring me a spoon to mix with. Let go of my bowl. You can watch some Sims. I've got to upgrade my computer so that I can play my computer Sims while streaming, because every time I try and do it for my computer, they say it's like freezing up and buffering. And I just don't like the one on the PlayStation so much.
Mommy, Shayla is refusing to wash that spatula.
Why don't you go wash it? That's who I asked to. Here, take your juice in the kitchen.
Juice?
Pour it out. Don't spill it everywhere.
I can't pour it in the bathroom.
Fine, go pour it in the toilet, Shayla. Just don't spill it everywhere. Every time I try and use the OBS to play, they say it buffers. And
How old are your Sims?
I don't know. They don't have ages. They're just young adult. Hey, Mama Six.
And Hub and Baby
Yeah.
and Child.
I'm going to make some,
And He.
you know, easy
and
package
Elder.
brownies. These are salted caramel. And I'm going to add some pecans to it.
Molly, where were you born?
Midwest City. The Midwest City Hospital. The hospital Papa was just in.
Wait, where was Granny born?
Wiltshire, England.
England.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because our great great grandfather was in the military. River K's ex-husband or something.
It's not your great great. That's your great.
Not great is Papa.
No, that's your great. Your great great would be Papa's dad.
What? Who is that?
You don't know him. He died before I was born.
He died before Papa was born. That's what Papa also was.
Papa didn't tell you that his father died before he was born.
He had pictures.
Papa's father lived to be 98 years old.
Oh, Papa said that. He
No,
died.
maybe his grandfather, not his father.
Oh.
What do I do with that can of milk? Go turn the oven on to 350. What do I do with the can of milk? I already have a can of milk. You want to open it with that?
Yeah.
Oh.
She done wasted it on the ground again.
This girl, I told you no.
Why did we call her a little girl?
She's a girl and she's little and she's being bad.
Little girl. Baby. The babies are being bad.
Only one is being bad. Snickerdoodle's over there eating out of the yum box. And you, little girl, you may not do it again, okay? Peep in and do one more talking. Did I interrupt?
Can you
He's not on the side of the yum yum. Ew.
what?
He's cutting it open. Ah. You're strong, Mommy. Bang.
Can you go wet that for me, please?
Okay.
With warm water.
One more.
Okay, girl. We already ate our noodles. Now I'm fixing the kids some brownies. Some easy brownies. But I want to clean my hands off first. Because I've been touching guinea pigs.
And they're stinky and furry. You don't want
They're not
furry.
stinky.
Yes, they are.
They are not
Hold one of
stinky.
them up to your nose and you'll see.
She was just laying directly under my chin. She was not stinky.
Hold her up to your nose. Ooh. Your nose isn't your.
They smell like hay. That's what they smell like.
Not.
And poop.
No, they don't smell like poops.
They will smell like peas.
Guinea pig poop doesn't even smell like poop. It just smells like more hay. Now their pee is another story. That smells like ammonia.
Ammonia.
That's because everyone's pee smells like ammonia.
Yeah, all pee smells the same, really.
No, cat pee does not sound the same.
No.
It smells the same.
Is it
Cat
worse?
pee is horrible.
It is?
Yeah.
Another?
Cat poop is horrible too.
No, I hate the smell of cat poop. I smelled that when we were at Nana's
Okay,
house.
so
I mean,
it says 1, but I probably use 2, just because I like brownies to be a little more cake-like.
okay. Can I do it?
Can you do it without getting the shell in there?
Yeah.
Put it in that bag.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. Mama Six said cat pee is the devil. I agree.
It's the devil's pee.
That's some stanky stuff.
I had to smell cat poop all the time.
Cat poop is horrible too.
What?
It's not that horrible, but it's horrible.
I think that might depend on the
smelled
cat.
it when I went in the restroom to take a bath.
What restroom? Whose restroom is that with a cat?
Dana's.
Yeah, Mustashi's poop wasn't that bad, but it stink like all.
Well, Max's poop
This
was
little
not that
boy at
bad.
school said that he's.
It's because he was outside.
This little boy at school said that he's eaten poop before.
Eaten.
And then he started eating it in the classroom.
Why would he have poop in the classroom?
I don't know. But he started eating it.
Okay, let's talk about something else.
Mommy. That's not funny. It's disgusting.
I remember once when I was helping my best friend take care of her baby, I stayed with them for almost his first year that he was alive. I was there every day because she worked. She was a manager at Express, so she would work, anywhere from 8 in the morning to not getting off until midnight. And her husband went to work at, I think, 5 in the evening. So I worked from 8 to 5. But the place that I worked at, the lab that I worked at, was like down the street from them. And so they had this girl that lived in the apartments that were like across from him. And he would drop the baby off with her for like 30 minutes until I got off work. And then I'd go pick him up and I'd keep the baby, you know, at their house at home for the rest of the night, you know, until my best friend came home. And depending on what time she finally got home, I'd either go home myself or I'd just stay there. Well, there was this one time, I don't know what that cat had got into, but when I tell you that cat pooped and lit up that whole house,
You had to leave.
and it was like, what is that?
Did you have to take that baby away?
We all walked away. We left that whole house. Like, oh my goodness.
And left the cat.
We left the cat, sure did.
With its food bowl and water, so y'all could not smell that.
And then she had that other cat when the baby was really young that peed on the baby. And I told her, this cat gotta go. First, it was going in and just peeing in different spots in the baby's room. And then I went in one morning and the baby was wet, but his diaper was dry. And it hadn't come from his diaper. I was like, oh no, the cat's peeing on the baby. The cat gotta go.
No, you should start
Maybe
doing
it's
story
hideaway.
times.
Story time about what? People that do story times usually because they've been asked a question. Somebody would have to ask me something for me to give them a story time. So I only tell stories when I think of something.
Mommy, one time after school, we were outside.
Me and the pecans, y'all.
I had an orange, and somebody said, "You're not supposed to have oranges." I was like, "We're eating outside today." Yes, I'm supposed to have orange.
Supposed.
Supposed to have orange.
No, who was
But
the fraud squad?
The what?
The fraud squad.
I have no clue.
And then
I don't hang out with fraud people, so I wouldn't know.
you always put nuts in there.
Yes, because I like pecan. So like the normal recipe for the brownies, you know, they tell you to put 1/4 of a cup of oil and 1/4 of a cup of water. But whenever I make anything out of a box, instead of using oil and water, I use milk and butter. You want to make something out of a box, tastes more like homemade. Use butter instead of butter instead of oil and milk instead of water. That gives you more richness. Go, I need the vanilla. She didn't bring the vanilla. Look at the vanilla.
Okay.
And then also add some real vanilla extract. And you can do that even if you buy like Cool Whip. Because, you know, Cool Whip is not milk at all. It's just oil. But if you just need to use Cool Whip, add some vanilla extract to your Cool Whip.
You shake the vanilla extract.
Yes. Because it has vanilla beans down the bottom. Is that the vanilla one you got?
Yeah.
Okay.
How many things do you bring in it?
How many things?
Drops.
That doesn't come in drops.
There's like. I'm guessing you do like.
I'm just gonna pour some, yeah. All right, so I'm just gonna put some pure vanilla extract in there.
I shake.
And I always shake it up because real vanilla always has the vanilla beans down in the bottom. So always shake up your extract.
Okay. I can smell that. It smells good.
Smells good, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
You turn the oven on, Rayon?
Yeah. It is.
All right. And then I greased my pan already. I just rubbed butter all in there. Hold on, let me get this can opener out of the way. Hey, no more boots. I'm making some box brownies that I doctored up. Instead of oil, I use butter, and instead of water, I use milk. I use 2 eggs instead of 1 egg. That makes them more cake-like. And then I added some pecans, which I just broke up, and some pure vanilla extract. Whenever you make a box anything, replace oil with butter and replace yeah, the vanilla does make the Cool Whip taste better. And replace the water with milk. That gives you a richer, more homemade flavor to your stuff. And I've said many, many times, every time I cook, I tell y'all, I use canned milk for cooking. I never cook with whole milk or 2% or skim milk or whatever kind of milk I have in the house. I don't use that milk. That milk is for cereal and drinking. My cooking is always done with canned milk. My granny just always taught me to use canned milk for cooking, and I still do that. What canned milk is, it's just regular whole milk, and they boil it, and they cook all the excess water out of it. So canned milk is just a condensed, thick, all milk. It's rich. You know, it's more rich than milk. No. It's you know, it has all that richness in there. They cooked all the water out, so you just get that extra creaminess, extra richness.
I wish I could make that.
I need that purple thing so I can scrape the bowl. Can you go get me the purple thing?
Where is it?
Should be in there next to where this was, next to the cake mixer. Now I started to do these. I was gonna make these with like make a cheesecake type brownie. Yeah, evaporated milk. But that I would have had to go to the kitchen for that.
The purple thing is in the water where all the nasty stuff is.
But I didn't want to go in the kitchen tonight, so we skipped out on the cream cheese part because I really would have had to use my KitchenAid mixer, you know, to cream up my cream cheese and my butter and sugar stuff together, you know, to get that here cheesecake consistency. And Rayon, you better hurry up because Shaylin got the bowl. Don't take that in the bathroom. Here.
Yay!
I'm going to show it. Hold on, let me get them. That's my brownies. And these will be kind of thick brownies because I'm making them in the little, you know, little square pan instead of the long one. You know, if you do the long one, then you get, you know, the really thin, chewy brownies. But like I said, I did it. Put an extra egg in here, milk and butter. So these should be nice, fluffy, thick brownies. And the oven's already preheating in there. And then these are salty caramel brownies. So they come with some caramel in this little squeeze thing when they're done. You squeeze this over there. I don't know. It says squeeze a little bit of it in there. So I'm gonna put some of this in there. Let some cook in it and then put the rest on top. I'm just going to do like you do with the cheesecake and kind of swirl it in there. So it won't all just be sitting on top. Here around. Put these in the oven. There you go. And they are going to go in the oven for 35 to 39 minutes. Okay, good night, no more boots. That stuff is so rich. That's why I like Ghirardelli though. Because that's that good chocolate. You can even buy some of the Ghirardelli chocolate chips or even maybe white chocolate chips to mix in there.
Mommy, it's good.
Hi, Ginger. Hi, y'all just stay laying there.
I wonder if Monkey's gonna get used to the guinea pigs.
Oh, that's okay, Tosh. I know you love me. I love you too.
Because everyone loves you.
No, I'm not gonna say all that. Like in this picture is actually showing chocolate chips in there. So they put chocolate chips in there in this picture because there's no chocolate chips in this mix. I didn't notice any chocolate chips in the mix.
There isn't. Yeah.
Yeah, it says there is, but there was no chocolate chips in this mix.
That's
She's even over there. Yeah. She's even over there licking the bowl, and there's no chocolate chips in there. But the picture is showing some.
Why is it telling?
But it's so rich, you're not gonna miss it. And then plus, like I said, I put butter and I use milk. Those are gonna be some seriously rich brownies. And I do have chocolate chips. I have Ghirardelli chocolate chips in my freezer. So if I wanted to, I could have added more. Christmas time, you could add the peppermint ones that they have. White chocolate, peanut butter. I don't think Ghirardelli has any peanut butter though. That's Nestle. No, I tasted some off the thing. Just when you finish licking it, make sure y'all go fill that with hot water to get that out of my bowl. Don't put that on my bed. That's still my bed. Put it in the blender. And then when y'all finish, take the blender and all that to the kitchen and fill it with hot water. Oh, let me set my timer.
Yeah, why did you keep doing this?
Because she's having a sugar rush.
I'm not having a sugar rush. What's a sugar rush?
When you start dancing a jig because you got sugar.
I'm not dancing and jigging. I'm not.
You have a sugar rush. Stop. I'm trying to get all of this stuff.
If y'all had that purple thing, we could have scraped it all loose for you. Need to wash those dishes.
She's looking straight at you.
Cool completely in pan before cutting. I have never waited to cut my brownies until they were cool. I always cut them hot.
This year, can we give Santa Claus hot cocoa?
Do y'all wait till your brownies are cool before you cut them?
I
know a lot of people eat hot brownies, but I've never waited for them to cool before I cut them. I always cut them first. Because like the cooler they get, like the stickier and stuff they get. But that shows y'all I don't read instructions. So
We could give them hot cocoa and something else instead of cookies.
a gingerbread house.
we have to remember to take cocoa with us though, because Granny not gonna have no cocoa, I don't think.
She had cocoa.
No, she don't. She
It's
got
up in the
coffee.
high side.
No.
How
that's
old is that?
coffee.
Yes, or
Yeah.
Now remember, you haven't been there in 2 years.
that's old.
Yeah, exactly. So we gotta remember to bring hot.
You let them cool, but you only make fudge brownies. I think I usually get milk chocolate. I don't think I ever get fudge brownies.
I remember when we go up there and all of a sudden I just be like, oh, dang
Fudge
it,
I can kind of
forgot
see because
this.
fudge is gooey and kind of stays gooey no matter what. So it gets like a crisp
Remember
top, but the rest of it is still
to-
kind of gooey.
Oh,
So I can kind of see that one, but
remember Simpsons.
yeah, I gotta remember.
Get it
The
in your
Simpsons-
head.
the shirt to somebody's swimming suit is right over here on my bed because I just picked it up today.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I could just start washing clothes.
You just washed it. That's why it was on my bed because you brought it when you brought me that pile of clothes that you washed. It's already washed.
I'll just go put it somewhere so it don't get lost like everything else. What
What's that?
cruise is that?
Mine.
Mm-hmm. Still kind of big. It might be rayons. Yeah, it's rayons.
What if you don't fit me anymore?
It's a size 14. You don't wear a 14. You are smaller than a 14. I bought your swimming suits big.
Do I still fit mine?
Yes,
Well,
I bought
so
both of y'all swimming suits big. You still wear that.
When I'm 9, I don't.
That's not necessarily true.
Is it?
No, it's not necessarily true. Because, like in pants, you probably, when you're 9, you probably won't wear a 7, 8 in pants anymore because your legs are going to get longer. But your swimming suit doesn't have legs.
Yeah, panties.
Right.
No, my panties are going to so big. It's an 8.
Because your booty might not get bigger than that.
Mm.
So you might be able to wear that size in swimming suits for longer.
Hey. I don't know if I'm 10. When I get 10, I don't know.
Yeah. It's like Rayon. Rayon can technically still wear the same size panties as you. Because she's skinny. And if you keep growing the same way she been growing, you'll probably stay the same too. You just have long legs. Please don't stick your head in there because you're going to have chocolate all in your hair, and we just washed your hair yesterday. If you can't get it out with your fingers, then you're done. She's trying to literally lick the KitchenAid bowl. And if she sticks this on her head, I'm going to have to beat her.
Yeah.
All them clothes you got piled up down there. And those bags.
Look.
She's looking for swimming suits. We're going to go to Houston for Christmas, and my uncle has a heated pool. Well, you know, Houston's not cold anyway, but my uncle has a heated pool.
And I love swimming in the pool. But I do not want to redo what I did last time. Drown.
So don't do that.
I can now swim in the Ford.
Go turn the light off around.
And you did not drown last time.
Yes, I did.
She almost drowned.
She did.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all hear how backwards my kids are? The oldest one asked the youngest one to come turn the light on for her. I wish I knew where these moths were coming from.
Mommy, am I too big for floaties?
No, you're too big for floaties once you know how to swim. If you can't swim, you can have floaties. Floaties are to keep you from drowning. So if you think you're going to drown, I don't care if you're 48, you can have some floaties.
You okay?
The weather here is cool. It was cold yesterday, but it actually warmed up a little bit today.
A little bit.
Let me see what it is right now.
We didn't go outside though.
It is 39 degrees
They're kind of
right
cold.
now, and it's going to go down to 31
Cold.
by morning. Yeah, it's cold. And Saturday, we're supposed to have snow. We actually had snow for a little bit yesterday.
You did?
Mm-hmm.
I was at school maybe.
Yeah, it was when I left the house to come pick you up, it was snowing over here. But by the time I got to the school and park, it wasn't snowing. But this shows Saturday snow.
Why did Granny say I did not snow?
Because normally in Houston, it does not snow.
My favorite thing about Christmas is giving people presents, not the presents.
Says today will be 13 degrees cooler than yesterday.
What is today? Is it the 7th?
Today's 6th.
Tomorrow is the 7th.
And happy that I bought something today because tomorrow just a
You're not ready for snow? Where are you at, Prime?
I'm not ready for snow either.
You in New York?
On Saturday it's snowing.
But really, we won't be here for half of the snow.
Girl, snow doesn't really start here until January. We will be here for all the snow. We will be here for all the snow.
Does it snow in California?
Yeah.
Yes. So if you want to be hot all day, that's the place to be.
No, you want to be hot, go to Florida.
Where's the
Brand is
warmest?
always bragging about Phoenix, Arizona.
Yeah, you can go there to be hot too, but it gets cold at night.
He said, I was born in Phoenix, Arizona. I love going to Arizona. Arizona this, Arizona that.
Nobody cares.
Tonight, cloudy, 10% chance of rain. Tomorrow, cloudy, 20%. Saturday, 90%
Oh, wait.
of
Shayla,
wintry mix.
what do we want for Christmas?
Your 2 front teeth.
We already
I
have our
want
two
for-
front teeth.
I don't
And I don't plan on them leaving anytime soon. So I don't know why we need some more teeth.
Just in case.
So I have 2 teeth. Some teeth that pop out of here. Teeth.
Oh, yeah. I want the quinceañera doll and 3 black Barbies.
No,
You want a
only 2.
Hispanic doll
Yeah.
and 3 ethnic dolls.
What's
Actually,
a
they're all
ethnic doll?
ethnic, 4 ethnic dolls.
I want the
Wait, what's the ethnic
bendable.
doll?
I want
Black, Hispanic, Asian.
I want the bendable Barbie dolls.
What's a bendable Barbie doll?
Oh, the one
It's
that
like
has the
you
legs
can
that can bend.
bend and stuff.
Don't they all have that?
No, all of them. Some of them just stand like this.
Yeah, some of them are just like this and like this.
But their knees still bend.
No.
No, they don't.
Their legs now,
If their
they're like
legs
straight
are-
plastic, so they're like this.
If their legs are like soft like Hans, they could bend.
But can you pick some of the black
Only
Barbie
Barbies
dolls?
I ever had that had legs that didn't bend were not real Barbies. They're fake Barbies. If they're
Now,
made
the
by
Bar-
Mattel, they have little joints in them and they go pop, 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 and you can bend them and straighten them back out.
Barbie.
Yeah,
From the Barbie.
right.
They
Those
don't
have
operate.
bendable legs
They
unless you get the specialty ones that you're not supposed to be opening.
No.
No.
And can
The
you
ones
actually see if
in
the Barbies look kind of like the people in TLC?
The
You
ones
asking for a lot.
I'm not asking for a lot. I just want 3
And
Barbies
I
that
want-
look
Right.
kind of similar.
and
Go fill it up with hot water.
And
Please.
one of them,
And
I
go
want
wash
them
your
to have
hands.
big eyes, a big eye Barbie.
All Barbies have big eyes.
Fill this up with water.
This bowl, girl. Take the blender and the bowl and fill them up with hot water so they can be washed. This girl gonna take the jar of ketchup.
What? Mommy, what do you want for Christmas?
$1 million. You got it?
No. You cannot have $1 million. You can have 15 flowers. What do you really want?
I want 2 children that only want a smile for Christmas.
No! That's never going to happen. I want LOL dolls and surprise pops. It's fine. If you find
I
out,
want 2 children who only want hugs and kisses for Christmas.
no.
But my hair color doesn't have to match the same as the actual people, though.
Yeah.
Because I'll just change the hair.
How you gonna change the hair color?
She
I'll
said
find a way.
it's her Barbie doll with red hair.
Who
No.
has red hair?
Some of the Barbies have red hair.
But the care people that she won't know have red hair.
Yeah, they do. But, well, one of them in the No Scrubs music video, T-Wild had red hair.
My hair is
And
blonde.
had a fly.
Yeah, but in that video, it was red.
It was. Sure.
I know what the video looked like.
And the hair was red.
The wig was red.
That was not a
Yes, it was.
What's the name? I can see your armpits. Why are you pulling hair? What is that?
Hair.
Stop pulling up your scabs. Rihanna says she liked the taste of blood.
Rihanna special.
That's special.
Give me those.
I told you to go wash your
I
hands in the
did.
bathroom, and you don't need this.
Mommy, here you get the stuff from under your dirt.
I don't want your dirt.
Dirt. Get the dirt from my toenail. It's not the dirt.
You know, it's not going to be red hair. It's just going to be blonde.
All of the blonde hair Barbies are.
No, they're not.
Didn't you have it last night? Oh, it's cute. Stereos. Yeah, looks like it's turning purple, but it's not. Didn't she make you some other ones, but they accidentally broke?
Yeah, I also want a dollhouse.
You do not need a dollhouse.
Where the dolls go.
In that old dollhouse.
No,
Nothing under there.
it's only $200.
Only?
You want a whole lot for Christmas. From an
LOL,
only mama who only has one job.
Mommy.
And an only daddy who don't pay nothing.
LOL only costs $5. Is that an
There are dollhouses that cost no $5.
She said LOL dolls cost $5.
so?
But I also want some of the bendable Monster High Barbie dolls.
Really? Why are you
They're
asking
the ones
for
that are at
only Barbies?
Walgreens.
You want a lot.
Look, so it's not okay to ask for Barbies now.
You can ask, but don't expect to get everything you asking for.
I never get everything I ask for.
You get a lot
I
of what you ask
asked
for.
Yeah, I do.
for my lover Bella. Did I
What
get
you
it?
not get last year that you asked for?
Oh yeah, I got everything.
Exactly.
I didn't
But
get
if there's
anything
a
that I did
delay
not
and
ask.
y'all can't find it, then I don't get what I
Except
asked for.
what
I get
Santa
something
left.
similar to what
I don't
asked
know.
But that's not because something it was replaced with something else because the store didn't have it. That's not something somebody can do. You got something to replace whatever it was, the closest thing that there was.
Yeah, it's going to, and the Selena Barbie is going to sing Diddy Diddy Bum Bum all day. Well, the Barbie doesn't have to, but I'm going to make the dolls sing it. And she's going to perform. And I also want an
Just like
old lady
Holiday
doll. Not an old lady doll.
They don't make any old Barbie dolls.
I know. And then I'm going to what else I'm going to do? Oh yeah, I'm going to make doll hotels. You know, out of the shelves. Doll
And
hotels
we mixed
where the
up
dolls stay.
for Chuck.
Then I'm going to replay the death scene.
No,
Why not?
creepy.
It's not creepy. No, is it creepy?
You want to do something about a death scene? Yeah, death is not a fun activity.
Yeah, I'm supposed to do that every time we play with.
She likes creepy stuff.
Well, yeah, because creepy things are cool. Scary movies are fun.
No, they're not. They're just creepy.
Why can't everybody just love horror?
Horror movies? Nope. Thank you. Ooh, I.
Really?
It's from Brenda. What is it?
They put out a for sale sign on her and then got the name of Aunt Brenda's car and the year of the car. Talking about for sale. I'm sorry, but she's not alive. She's not trying to sell you her car.
What the heck? They want to sell her car?
Like, what kind of weirdness is this?
Excuse me. I don't think Papa wants to sell his daughter's car. She's not here to sell it, and if she was, she still would not sell her car to you.
The stuff that you get in the mail.
Why are people trying to sell Brenda's
Official
car?
trade-in voucher. They want her to come buy a new car. I'm sorry, don't expect her. Actually, if she does show up, you might want to run.
The spirits do exist, and if she comes out of that heaven to come beat the crap out of you, you might want to get out of here. Music, hold up. But I have to go handle some business, everybody.
Don't you have Brenda's car?
I have her old car.
Where's her other one?
That white car at Papa's house.
Ah.
Remember, she bought a new car right before she died. He ain't selling that.
Of course he's not. It's his car.
Papa never really sells any of his things. He keeps it for value.
No, he sells some. He sold. What was the car that he sold right before? I can't remember what he was driving before he got Aunt Brenda's car. He sold the car when Aunt Brenda died.
Oh.
He got that one out of the way. I can't remember what it was anymore.
It was some kind
It wasn't. He has the green.
It was some kind
He has the green. It was a Lincoln. He had a Lincoln. Remember?
Oh.
Yeah, he sold the Lincoln and then he parked her car over there. And before that, he had Granny's Cadillac. He sold Cadillac.
She did?
He just likes to always have two cars. He likes to always have two cars.
Because the other one's not working, then he could just go get the other one.
Well, not regardless, if both of them work just fine, he still likes having two cars. He likes two cars sitting in front of the house.
Yeah.
Because you remember the SUV is still in the garage, but he likes to have two cars sitting in front of the house. I think it makes him feel more safe.
Then I'm going to remake the two doll step scene.
Stop.
I'm going to do them dramatically.
That's why he wanted me to take Aunt Brenda's old car, because he wanted two cars in this driveway. He just, I don't know, for whatever reason, he likes two cars being in a driveway.
Maybe he feels safe.
I guess so. But that's what he likes. He likes two cars. If you have a two-car driveway, he likes two cars in that driveway. Why are you rubbing on my boob?
It's fast. I like him.
Let's see, how many more minutes we got?
I'm also going to play with the dolls and pretend like they're making music videos.
9 more minutes.
Mine, did you ever play with your Michael Jackson doll?
I had 2 Michael Jackson dolls. I played with both of them.
Where's the other one?
It's gone.
They're all gone now.
Ran twisted the body off.
Don't try and put that
two
on
Michael
me. I know
Jacksons.
exactly what happened.
I had 2
MC
Michael
Hammer.
Jacksons,
Don't try to put
MC
that on
Hammer,
me.
FloJo.
I remember what
We
happened.
still have FloJo and MC Hammer. They're under all of the clothes in our.
Why did Michael Jackson doll
I had
look
Jim.
weird? It didn't even look like Michael Jackson.
You still
Yes, it
have
did.
It did.
That was Michael Jackson from Bad. He's even wearing the red and he was wearing the red and gold jacket.
Why did
And the
we
white
take all the
glove
clothes off of
and
our
the black
bodies?
pants with the silver stripe on the side. He had sunglasses too.
I wish they just gave him actual hair.
No, the new ones that people are making now have hair. But he had a Jerry curl back then, so they couldn't make no Jerry curl. It wouldn't have been dripping.
Can you stop sticking your legs on me?
All they would have had was some fake afro hair, and that wouldn't have looked right. And your hand is cold.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
This is hot. Cold. Is my hand cold?
No.
Your hand is freezing.
Oh yeah, my hand is freezing.
And your hand is cold, so.
No, it's not. Right? I say one thing. This is cold.
Because she's colder. I'm warm. Your hand is cold. Cover your mouth. She have school clothes for tomorrow?
No, have to go wash them.
There's something right there on the floor. I see beige.
Yeah, you go practice at school.
And go take this shirt off and go put on something else. She can wash the shirt. She's got your tan pants in her hand, Shayla.
She just put jeans in the bottle.
True. Now she got me getting chills.
I don't want to give you chill.
Because you were touching on me with cold hands. Something I've never understood is why they say you should cook stuff longer in glass and less time in metal. I think it's the other way around. Coke. I was making cocktails. It was cranberry juice, Coca-Cola, and vanilla flavoring. It was a cranberry cocktail. You gotta go put some clothes on. That's not gonna work.
No.
You need to go find a shirt. Really?
Beautiful.
Cranberry juice, Coca-Cola, and vanilla.
Sounds disgusting.
Cranberry holiday cocktail.
I think that sounds good.
Some people like it.
I would get it.
I don't like Coke, so it wasn't gonna taste good to me, period. Let me see what I do tomorrow. I don't remember. Sunday is the day I think that I'm supposed to walk around the store with a cart and try and convince people to buy some peanuts.
No.
That's not happening.
Nobody wants to buy peanuts.
I have a bad back and a bad leg.
You don't need to.
I'm not walking around no store for 6 hours. And y'all know I have a bad back and a bad leg. Because I have a chair prescribed to me that y'all had to purchase.
Why do you have to walk around forcing people to eat peanuts?
No, not to eat. I want them. I'm supposed to be trying to get them to buy peanuts. I don't even have any to give away.
Me.
Scoot that rice from the edge before it falls. I think I'm doing Elf on the Shelf tomorrow. And eggnog.
I want the dogs to look something like this.
Nope, tomorrow I'm doing meatballs.
What are you doing the Elf on the Shelf?
Now I'm cooked perfect meatballs. Hot Italian, Swedish, and chicken. That's if the store even actually has them.
You remember this that we got from?
Will you get out of my closet, put my stuff
What is
back,
that?
and get out of there?
Apple?
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Go in your room and find a shirt. And then bring my shawl back.
Hey, they actually have seen it cook the Lena dolls for sale. But those are used dolls. And I don't know what they did to them Barbies.
Sunday is when I'm doing Elf on the Shelf and eggnog. Dairy Gold, old-fashioned eggnog, and Elf on the Shelf. Elf on the Shelf gingerbread house. Oh, I get to make a gingerbread house. Today you will be... Go away. Go away. Come back. Come back. Come back. No, I didn't want books open. All right. Today you will be building Elf on the Shelf gingerbread houses while serving samples of Dairy Gold eggnog. The goal is to allow shoppers to see how easy it is to build and decorate the houses. Build and decorate one house at the beginning of the event, then assemble the remaining gingerbread houses and let shoppers continue to decorate the houses. Begin your event with clean, washed hands and wear gloves. Duh. Go get the brownies. Let shoppers continue to decorate. So then I have to throw them away. I have to throw them away and I have to sit there and try and not let little kids eat the candy when they're trying to decorate. That's because once one person puts their hands on the stuff, their bare naked hands, I can't, it's no longer food.
Okay, put this.
I can't allow anyone else to, have it. So if I'm supposed to be letting them decorate, I see that being frustrating. Because, you know, especially little kids, that's mainly going to be the people ones that's going to walk up and want to do it. And they're going to want to, you know, they got a gumdrop in their hand. They're going to want to try and put it in their mouth. And have to be like, no, you can't eat that. I think it'd be better if I was just, you know, I make the one that I'm making and have it sitting there, and then I have some giveaways or something. They should have gave me like some kind of game that they could do to try to win, you know, one of the other 3 that I have, since they're giving me 4. What do I do with it now? I should have been able to do like a, you know, spin the wheel and trying to win, you know, and then they could take it home.
These Barbies back in the day was trash.
Was trash. Why you sound like that? That was awfully country.
Well, I was born in the country, out in Texas.
No, you were born in Houston.
But I used to live in the country.
Not a long time ago.
How do you spell quinceañera?
Quinceañera.
Yes.
Quinceañera. Do you know what quinceañera means, since you want it so bad?
Your 16th birthday?
Wrong.
What does it mean?
15.
Oh.
Quince is 15.
Yeah, this looks kind of similar to Selena.
She wants a quinceañera Barbie doll because she wants to pretend it's Selena.
Yeah, I want quinceañera doll.
And she wants the other ethnic dolls so she can make them look like TLC.
Yeah, we played Andy's coming.
Oh, look at these dolls. They look creepy.
Let me see.
Who is that supposed to be? It's supposed to be TLC?
Yep.
Who made that?
No one. That's the dolls that were originally in the box. See?
No, ain't no way in the
Yes,
world.
it is. Yes, it is. Look. Yes, it is.
What brand is that?
I don't know.
And that's not the original.
Yes, it is.
No, that's somebody's fake originals. That's not real.
Weird. That's weird. I'll tell you what.
Ow, Shaylin, that's my foot. Can you move your hand? Stop. Get your foot off of me.
What's that supposed to be?
Supposed.
Supposed. L.
It's supposed to be like that.
Oh, no. No.
If it's the official singing character.
Snickerdoodle, who you growling at?
Stop going under her. Who's that?
Yeah, I don't want no dolls that look like that. And them dolls are creepy.
Who made this? Oh, I love that picture. Are they having a bank?
No, it looks like they're beating up the Destiny's Child dolls.
Look. Where can I see this?
Look, my.
They're beating up the Destiny Child dolls. There's an eye. Do you think that's a
I did not put that back in the closet.
Oh.
And you done stole it again.
This is another piece. Oh,
If you want to do the puzzle, you have to go put it on the table that's down in the living room and do it there. No, ma'am. You're not going to do a puzzle in my room on bed. You have to go put it on a flat surface, which is a table.
Why don't you just eat? That's creepy.
Well, there they are. Those are the ones that I do know. Please no.
Who is that?
That's the back of one of the dolls.
That looks nothing like
No.
any of the real superstar Barbie dolls that ever existed when I was coming up.
Now these them.
Maybe.
Those kind of look like the actual people.
The hair looks off, but that looks like the outfits and the dolls. But that first one you showed, no. Here we go, y'all. Brownies all carameled up. Here's your water.
Thank you.
Here's Shayla. Oh, hold on. The corner came off.
Those weird dolls again. Whoever made those dolls for exactly zero effort. Zero effort. I wouldn't even give them an F. I would give them an O for zero. Not an O, but a Z for zero. These brownies are good.
Here y'all go. Some hyped up, out of the box brownies. They're real soft. Like I said, they're cake-like because I put the extra egg in there. And they're really good and rich. And still don't see no chocolate chip. Well, I might see a couple. I see a couple down at the bottom. They were stingy with those chips. But they are delicious just because they were made with the Ghirardelli cocoa. Really good and moist and cakey. You know, if you make it with just the one egg, then it'll be thinner and more gooey. Hey, Nellie. But when you add that extra egg, it makes it more cakey. Thanks, y'all. They're good. Really rich. A little caramel. Here come your moths. They show up every night. I don't know where they're coming from. And you still get those crunchy, crispy edges, like with the regular brownie. I think Prime said that's him in the snow area. You gotta find the foil so I can cover this up, cover up the rest. Look at them. And they're so ooey gooey. See how that caramel just like sunk in there? I think that's where a bunch of the chocolate chips went, was right in the middle. It's like the chocolate chips all decided to float up to the center. Bless you. All right, you got school clothes in the washing machine, right?
Mm-hmm. Looks like no one wants a Britney Spears doll.
These were semi-homemade. I used the Ghirardelli box, but then I used canned milk and butter instead of oil and water. Then I added an extra egg, and I added some real vanilla. It was just like a little, you know, how to make box stuff taste more like homemade. All right, I'm just gonna lay over this a little bit. I'm not gonna close it all up yet because it's still a little warm and I don't want condensation. I'm just gonna lay it across the top. And then once they're completely cool, I can seal it up. You not gonna eat your brownie?
I am.
What's so interesting on that tablet? You can't eat chocolate.
Mm-hmm.
She likes brownies. And it's got caramel on top. Or you don't like the caramel on top.
It's very, very chocolatey.
The caramel is very, very chocolatey. Caramel is very chocolatey. This girl.
Well, they don't have any TLC dolls. And the ones that that woman was showing, they're already sold.
All right, y'all. I think I'm gonna close this out.
But they still do have the Selena dolls.
You need to move that plate. It's gonna dump all out in my bed. Hey, J. Kurt.
No.
Just throw it away if you're not gonna eat it. Don't stack it up down there. What looks weird?
The Selena, the original Selena doll. Just like they wasted all. Then they're not shaped like normal people.
No, Barbies used to be shaped like Barbie. They didn't used to be shaped like normal people. That's new. That's not. Barbies all had a teeny tiny little bitty waist, and then their hips jumped way out, and their boobs jumped way out, but their waist went way in.
It
a
was
little
like,
circle.
okay, so here's their body and their waist, and their boobs were over here.
Yeah,
The butt
that's how Barbies always were. That's a new thing where they're now trying to make them look like normal people. Because Barbies were never looking like normal people. And then when they started realizing that people started having plastic surgery, trying to force themselves to look like that, and they were like, that's not okay. Let's try and make Barbies look more like normal people so people can stop doing that. All right, y'all. Good night. I may come back tomorrow.
There's people that actually turn.
Because I still got to do the... I got a couple things that I've been tagged in. I'm supposed to do. I've been tagged by 2 people to do the burger challenge. I feel like I was tagged by somebody to do a boil. I can't remember. I gotta go look again. But I know I was tagged by Snoopy and by Tosh Time to do the burger. So we'll see. But I'm gonna close this out so we can get ready for bed because I got work tomorrow and they got school.
There's people that actually turned into plastic because they got so much plastic surgery.
They ain't turning into plastic. They just had a whole bunch of plastic. But yeah. Good night, y'all. Thank you for coming and watching.